This is a little gas tank I got from my brother. Not sure what kind of gas tank it is, what it's off of. There's a petcock. All I know is I think it would make a pretty neat gas tank for my motorized bike. What I'm thinking, I'm going to remove this basket. Remove the basket and mount it on the rear rack and run a fuel line along the rail into the carburetor there. But I think it's a 1-gallon gas tank. I don't know. You can see it's an older one and it's been welded, soft welded here. A little more like soldered. But I'm going to clean it up. Take a wire brush to it. Paint it black. And then I'm going to figure out some mounts. Some way to mount it. It may just end up being zip ties, or at least to begin with, but I think it'll make a nice little gas tank and a little bit more capacity than that little gas tank that's on there now. And this thing, if you can see there, it seeps. This one, it seeps right along the top seal here. I'm not sure how, but it only accumulates on the top of where it's sealed together there. It only accumulates on the top because underneath it's dry. But if you go across the top, there it is. And it's not running down from there. I mean, it is running down from there, but I'll wipe this off at night. And in the morning, this will have residue on it. So, I don't know. I think it'd be cool to replace it. But this is going to be a little project for me, something to do. I'm going to come back later, but right now I'm going to take a wire brush to this and I'll show you what it looks like after I get it cleaned up a little bit. Alright, I just gave it like a little once over there with the wire brush. Kind of just cleaned off most of the old paint. There's some deeper spots of rust where it looks like they had some metal straps attached to it on whatever, you know, it was, whatever gas tank it was used for. I don't know, probably a mower or something. I don't know. Like I said, my brother kind of hooked me up with it. It was just an old one he didn't need. You know, it's been welded before, and I think it'll turn out alright once I get it painted black. So yeah, I just wanted to show you the prefab here before I paint it. It was after a wire brush once over, and I think that should be good enough for paint. You know, the paint will seal up any of the brush strokes on the metal. So yep, there it is. This is going to be pretty cool. Here's a little preview of what it's probably going to look like. This is just after a light coat of black. I'm actually just using engine enamel because that's what I had, so I decided what the hell, I'll just use that rather than go buy a can of spray paint. So it works. Might even be a little more durable too. As you can see, I got the cap taped off with duct tape, and yeah, I painted it on the ground. You know, I'm gonna flip it over and paint the other side once this dries, but it's like 3 o'clock in the morning or 4 o'clock in the morning now, and I don't want to paint outside because it's dark and I can't see. So I painted it on the ground in here, you know, and I did it on the ground so I don't get overspray all over stuff. I've done that before, and I ended up cleaning a motorcycle for about 2.5 hours. So yeah, it's on the floor, but it's gonna come along here soon. There's the first coat on the back side, and I got it 100% covered now with the first coat. Kind of sped up the process of this engine enamel. You're supposed to put like 2 really light coats, and then you're supposed to supposed to start wetting it down a little thicker, but I kind of just went for full coverage the first go around, and I ain't got no runs or nothing, so to be continued. Well, there it is, all painted, 2 coats of black high gloss engine enamel, and kind of weird for me, I guess. I chose to leave the cap, the way it was. I think it's kind of cool that way, but now I gotta think about how I'm gonna mount this. So I don't know. I'm gonna take that basket off and maybe figure something out here in a little bit. But yeah, I think it came out pretty good. This is gonna be cool. Okay, so I got it all mounted, and there it is. That's how I did it. It's all painted, and everything's good. I've already had it started up with it on. I'll show you kind of how I mounted it. I just used a single strip of this is like actually plumber's strap. You use it to hang pipe and stuff, and what I did was just wrapped it around there and used a bolt to connect it together and cinched it down real good and tight, and it's really on there good. Ran new fuel line. Oh man, sorry. Ran new fuel line all the way down the fuel filter into the carb, and like I said, I started it up. Everything's good. I haven't rode it yet, but yeah, there's the finished project. It turned out alright. No more gas tank up front. It's over there. Yeah, turned out alright. I think it's kind of cool looking. That's the gas tank project. Peace.